another walk around of my other bike, my 77 Shovel. The bike I didn't actually build entirely, so it's going to be kind of a cool thing to see what other people do and what I've done to make the bike a little bit of my own. So let's get over there and you can check it out. Back yet again with another walk around of my other bike. So this is a 77 Shovelhead, originally still a swing arm with rigid struts. So I bought this bike off a guy here near Huntington, and the bike was green, still is kind of green. I did some pinstriping, masked off, painted it black. So the bike's raked 10 over in the front with a spool hub style front wheel. Had to put new tires on. This is a brand new Shinko tire, which actually was fairly cheap for that size. I thought it was going to be kind of big and funny, but it is skinny still and small for a 21. And then I just got some stuff chromed. I just got this front pulley chromed, the cover, and then clutch pressure plate. A little something about the bike that has been changed also is the back wheel. So I actually popped this rear tire. Ended up trading my buddy for another wheel I had for this tire and wheel. And this bike gets ridden probably the most. This is my favorite setup. It rides really nice with the 10 over in the front. Usually when they're like a little bit lower to the ground in the front with a hardtail, or even this setup particularly, they ride rough. And as you know from my last video, I do not like rough riding bikes, but I still ride the crap out of a hardtail. And the horseshoe bag is off a different bike. So this horseshoe bag didn't originally come with this bike. We put that one on there. Some fun stuff, no bad days. Some guy must have etched that in his living room and put that on there. This pipe is handmade, I believe, all stainless. Somebody must have really taken some time to make that. Looks great. I love it. It wraps around right here behind this actual strut. This rear brake I've changed. This is another PM style bracket and caliper setup with a new rotor, or new rotor and new brake pads. This, when I originally bought the bike, this cap I lost, so I had to buy an aftermarket one of these. It's a Wagner master cylinder, and it was leaking. I couldn't get it to stop leaking, so this is a brand new Wagner master cylinder. Once again, finding things around the house like old belts to make throttle cable holders. This throttle cable is like way too long, and I just have been using it because I haven't been able to buy another one yet. I've been trying to get to the swap so I could swap this out. Bars I changed. These bars are off my other bike. The bars it had on it before were kind of like a narrow Z-bar. Personally, this is my favorite bike so far I've owned. Going through different phases with Shovelheads particularly, and different front end setups and wheels and all the things you can throw at a shovel that have already been done before, paint schemes, bars. This setup, if you were to buy a bike and live with what you bought, would be ideal. Another thing that's super nice about this bike is the seat, king and queen seat, and my other seat with the springs on it I thought would outdo this seat, but this has just been absolutely just killing it. I mean, it's so comfortable. I would do this all again on my next build. I probably will do like a similar seat setup. And then the sissy bar that somebody made is twisted with this loop in the back right here. Super killer. Eventually plan to hardtail it. That's probably going to be maybe another video. The actual oil filter is mounted down here too. There's a bracket in there that holds that whole assembly, and then the hoses run under there. Once again, just a really clean build on that too. looks like the weather's taking a change here for the worse, so probably gonna ride out. Well, thanks for watching another video on a review of one of my bikes. I appreciate it. Subscribe and like. Till next time.
Fucking